Welcome back to the channel.
Today we are doing something extra special. We are taking a VIP tour down at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Yeah, so subscribe to the channel if you like that kind of content.
Come get lost with us.
That's how our day's starting. Foggy Universal Studios sign. See Nacy in the distance there. Checking out the red carpet rollout. Heading on up. Fast and Furious stuff. They got Dr. Seuss, the Cat in the Hat up there. Back to the Future. Cool artwork in the hallway. They have The Office. Emmy. That's pretty cool. Check out the options for the morning.
What did I get? I got a sandwich. I got a cookie. I got some fruit. And some juice that I'll probably regret later.
Yeah, you can get it here up to next like 30 minutes early, but I don't know once the park actually opens. We're one of the first of the day. So it was a little before 8 we got here. And we're already upstairs kind of snacking. Our tour guide apparently comes out in 15 minutes before the tour starts.
So we got 15 minutes.
Just hanging out upstairs as they're slowly letting some of the early entrance people in. The park doesn't officially open until 9 o'clock today. So I don't know how many people are going to be lining up at the gates before we head out on our tour. Probably not too many. But we'll see. Pretty cool little film scene down there. Got the boom mic, the guy filming it in the chair. And the guy, I guess that's the director on the ground. Pretty cool. They're starting to line up. 8:30 and our VIP tour has officially started. The park is officially not open yet, so we're actually in here a little bit before everybody else. This is pretty cool. The studios themselves, not just get people away. Look at that. It's really neat. Welcome to Springfield. Ice cream parlor. That's fascinating. We just passed Hogsmeade on the right. Now we're already in Springfield. Some of the
parties. The burgers are not aired yet, so that's why you haven't heard of it.
So those are the filming today.
You guys have TV sets or
Heading out to the tram buses to do the studio lot tour. This is really cool looking. Look at that shot. Yeah. Look at all the filming stuff down there. It's crazy. Check out that Back to the Future Center.
blood up close and some really nice cars.
Here's our tour bus. Excited? So there's some working studios down there. That's really cool.
Yep. So the scene park is over here. You can see Super Nintendo from this vantage point. But at the moment will be its castle.
Go on the soundstage 12. It's apparently the biggest one on
Jurassic
property.
Park. And it was the home to The Voice for several seasons. They have since moved to a modern stage. Our soundstage just got a major...
Heading into soundstage 1. Here's the soundstage. Look at this.
And we're entering through what is called an elephant door. Any guesses as to why we call that an elephant door? It can fit an elephant, yeah. If we throw a question your way, the answer is probably to get that car on the game show.
That's an elephant door.
They use an elephant door. And I had some guess
What'd you think of our first soundstage?
That was really cool. Getting to see like a blank space and just kind of imagine. And all I can think about is our podcast studio. That's all I think about.
Cool. Night Ride used to be filmed there. A bunch of famous shows.
Alrighty.
Night show. Pretty cool.
For a second,
You can see there's a Ted right there.
this is a
Look at
different
that.
Ted.
That's cool. Look at
The
Ted.
grown-ups know who this Ted is, right?
Saint
Oh,
Ted.
that's so cool.
That's really cool.
This is a rare opportunity to go for a stroll in this part of the studio lot because this area is more often than not.
We got out to look at St. Denis Regional Medical Center.
Side here because these are not real buildings. If there was an earthquake, Bel Air. Does anyone watch Bel Air? Because we talk about shows and people don't want to.
Look at this place. Look at this place.
Brownstone building looks real on the outside.
There's the hospital. Look at that. So this is Home Alone 2 building.
The building, and he throws bricks at the bad guys down below, and one guy keeps getting hit in the head over and over and over. And come here on the sidewalk for a moment. Thing is like got wood underneath it. The lights out here are not real. I'll talk more about that in a moment.
You can see lights inside.
Guys, do us a favor. Don't go.
Look at that cool hospital over there. That's really neat.
Kids are smart.
And then they got,
Hospital I've ever been to.
and then they got down the street the fake overlay at the back, but also the buildings that are there. You can kind of see some patchwork up there, and you can see some sets getting set up there. This is apparently where they Home Alone. They threw the stuff off the ceiling. That's really cool. Check out the old theater at this corner. That's really cool. So we're heading to the Back to the Future spot with the courthouse.
Gremlins, the opening of Gremlins. Very first ever.
Bel Air Academy. There is the City Hall. That's it. And the DeLorean would have been over there on that road. Look at that place. It's fascinating. You can actually put a pond in here, like they did with the hoverboard scene.
City Hall.
Check the inside door there. You can actually see the inside of the
Trees are kind of green.
thing. That's it. That's it from Back to the Future. Yeah, a little bit backlit because of the sun, but that's it, man. And Ted. That's really cool. There's a barber shop over there, burgers, shakes, and coffees. So apparently this isn't where Star Hollow. Star Hollow is at the other studio. Oh, look at that. Brakes. That's super cool. Love it. Look at the architecture and the different shifts and the designs. There's the Lions Estates from Back to the Future. Hopefully we'll go over there.
Chicago, the city, was downtown Los Angeles and Transformers.
Look at
If anyone saw The Purge Anarchy, they killed a lawyer and they tied his body in front of that bank building right there.
Look at all this place, y'all.
The scene where in Dirty Harry.
This reminds me of the Transformers movie.
There's a guy on the ground and he says, "I know what you're thinking." Did he fire?
It's so cool.
6 shots or only 5? That scene was filmed right over there. American Ninja Warriors. When they're
This place is amazing, amazing. Look at that.
and
This is really cool. So that plug right there is basically how they plug in all the street lights. So all these street lights are just plugged in with that little extension cord. I mean, they're each over their own hole, obviously, but the extension cord comes out, plugs right into the light. Really freaking cool, man. Look at this place. There goes the regular tour up there. So apparently a lot of the Captain America movie was filmed here, Transformers, a ton of different movies out here.
That's what it used to feel like when you were at Universal Studios Orlando before they got rid of the streets of New York. In Orlando, you could walk around stuff like this. Granted, it was a lot busier, but
To Kill a Mockingbird was filmed here.
Mind blowing.
Bruce Almighty.
Remember when everyone got the same winning
Yeah, look at all
lottery
the
ticket?
look at all the fake facades here to give it
And
depth.
the future.
Oh, Back to the Future. That was so awesome seeing
The
that.
future will be 10 years old. We have a mural done by a local artist named Tristan E. This is all done with spray cans. Took several weeks. He would go through about 80 spray
That's
cans
cool.
a day, and it's an homage to our horror genre, which is very important to Universal history.
Yeah,
One
there's
of the
Lion
monsters
Estates. That's
represented
from
there
Back to
is
the Future.
from the Black Lagoon. This one, oh yeah, there's Lion Estates here. The water tank is where underwater scenes from the Black Lagoon were filmed.
Look at the old Western
And the
town.
Black Lagoon is actually right here.
The Black
These are newer
Lagoon.
sound stages. 30 and 31 are being used by the voice. And
Look at these things.
Password, and that's my jam. Happy's Place is in 33. 33 was
Steven
also
Spielberg
used
Drive.
at the very beginning of the movie Nope. right next door to the prop
Look at this
department.
little town.
We'll be visiting that next, but I want you to see the sound stations directly in front of
The
us.
happy place? Oh, and the good place, yeah.
22 months old. They've been used on Quantum Leap, Hacks, Loop, and
Just got done going through the props department, so I am on my phone temporarily because we aren't allowed to take pictures there. We'll talk a little about that. We saw an ET, some thrones. This is the good place. That's cool. I like the sweet shop. We were looking at the roads and how like they're kind of uneven. It's really neat how they match the backgrounds, make them work. And again, if you watch The Good Place, this is the good place. So I guess the bad place?
Which was really the bad place, yeah.
The bad place.
Oh my god, we're in the bad place.
You can see some damage on that over there. Getting ready to leave, but you can catch back there at the railroad station for neighborhood 12358W, it looks like. They look cool. These are really cool.
For a few years.
This is a little closer view of Europe.
Cool.
This location in the afterlife. Come on.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's literally go on that happy place.
I'm not supposed to be here.
The good place, I'm saying.
I can't risk going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
So basically anything not
There's-
American
yeah, that's train station,
or
yeah.
American will film here in Europe. The Good Place filmed down here. If anyone remembers the Disney movie Princess Diaries 2, A Royal Engagement, this was Genovia. There was a parade that happened down the road that we're now driving through. Pedro Pascal filmed a Corona. By the way, there's
We're
some
heading
name
into
jokes
Earthquake.
in here. If
you
you look
see the water.
out there on the left, there's a poster for something called Tremor, not Tremors, the 1990 movie Tremor. Okay, so watch the ceiling out here and just hang on tight. Hope this works. Sometimes it doesn't work right, but hope it works today. Okay, get ready.
Old West Town.
So this is the trailer for the movie Jaws, and I don't know if you guys know it, it's the 50th anniversary of Jaws.
Yeah.
With that, Jared is going to drive us into the New England community of Amity Island. Maybe we'll see the shark from Jaws. Maybe.
Oh, that seems like a tiny
He's
lake.
swimming around out there somewhere in the water, kids.
That seems like a very tiny lake.
There he is.
Oh, there he
There he
is.
is. Now, luckily for us, under the water, near the boat, there is a police diver who comes all the way from Mexico. Remember, there's Tomas. Tomas. There's a shark in front of you, Tomas. I don't think Tomas speaks English. Tomas. Tomas. Tomas.
I don't think Tomas made it, yo.
Jared is going to hide us behind these drums of gasoline. Poor Tomas. Que lastima. Kids, everything you're seeing is real. Hey, start pulling out the pier. All right, now in Hollywood, we call this fire. Here's the shark from Jaws.
There he is. Hey. Feels hot.
Now, I'm going to tell you why the shark spits 4 times and why it's going to be a VIP. The reason the shark spits 4 times on the regular studio tour for the common people who come out here, their tram is made up of 4 cars. Every car gets a spit. You guys are VIP. So, Earthquake has been quaking since 1989. Jaws has been out here since 1976, the year after the movie came out. What you're about to see has been happening on this spot every single day since 1968.
Wow.
In about 10 seconds, 10,000 gallons of lava is going to come down the hill. Remember, the water's like 57 years old. Do not let it touch your skin. We get video of it.
There it comes. Let's go.
Grown up, some of you might remember a movie by the name of Three Amigos with Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, Martin Short.
Oh, so Three Amigos were filmed.
Three Amigos filmed out here. You'll see this area in Nacho
that's
Libre
cool.
with Jack Black. This was the town of Pariah on Westworld on HBO. It was the country of Peru in the movie Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
So cool.
And Janet Jackson filmed her Escapade video back here in 1990. Next to Mexico is our Western Street. Now I'm going to tell you about the big film that's shot here right before COVID hit. Some of you might have seen the Quentin Tarantino movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, starring Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio. If you go back and you watch that movie, you will see this street in approximately 45 minutes of the film. Tarantino was out here for a month shooting that movie. And by the way, whenever they shoot any kind of a Western out here on the street, it's somebody's job. Usually 2 guys have to come out here and they cover every square inch of the asphalt with dirt. They film the scene, and then when they finish filming, they immediately cart the dirt away. They don't leave the dirt out there permanently because we have to drive through here and other things have to drive through here every day. Jared is going to drive us
Look at the back of the
filming
house.
where those guys are and where that truck is going. The
Show down
Burbs,
there, the Burbs.
BRBS. And the episodes have not aired yet or in the process of filming. But Desperate Housewives also filmed on that little side street back there. Now, Universal is a few hundred acres huge. We are the only movies red and white.
Let's go. That's the old tram from the 1960s. Look at that.
But we have the gyrosphere. Jurassic World fans. We have the gyrosphere from the first Jurassic World film. And you'll notice, and we're going to drive around
the
this
Fast
tram
and
because
Furious
somebody
cars.
brought something. Maybe a
Fast and the Furious cars right there.
Maybe a child fell out of the tram.
There's Bumblebee.
But we're just going to
Oh, and Barricade.
drive by them and show you the Bates Motel behind a maze being built for Halloween Horror Nights. So, Psycho fans, that is the Bates Motel. Halloween Horror Nights, in case you don't know, is a big money-making thing for Universal. And during Halloween, people
That's
come
cool.
out here and
They're
walk
building
around
the
this area.
maze.
at night and they get scared, and they're building a monster maze in front of that Bates Motel thing right now. By the way, we're going to drive by the Psycho House. And as we drive by the Psycho House, if you look at the front of the house, upper left corner, you might see Mrs. Bates, Norman's mom, rocking back and forth in the window. She's out here every Tuesday. And behind the Psycho House is a set for a movie which has been out here 20 years.
War of the Worlds.
This is a plane crash from the Steven Spielberg Paramount movie, War of the Worlds. So in the film, aliens have invaded the Earth, and
it's supposed to be New York,
where they knock an airplane out of the sky. Everything in Hollywood is make-believe, with the exception of this airplane. This is a real Boeing 747 Class 200 jet airliner, brand new. A plane like this would have been worth $45 million. Paramount bought a decommissioned 747 from a jet airplane graveyard, and they ripped it apart to make it look like a crashed airplane.
You can't do anything. Listen to me. Listen now. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Okay, I'm closed. Robbie, get in. Get in.
Movie Nope, N-O-P-E,
Nope set.
came out a couple of years ago, directed by Jordan Peele. Nope is a science fiction horror mystery movie, and in the movie some really frightening things happen in and around the Jupiter's Claim amusement park.
What's up, Studio Tour? I'm Kiki Palmer from Jordan Peele's film, Nope. What's a bad miracle? Well, you'll have to see our movie to answer that one. Until then, I hope you enjoy your visit to Jupiter's Claim.
Did you see a UFO in that cloud? Yeah. Nope.
So, in the movie, as I said, some really frightening things happen in and around the set. What you're looking at is a set from a monster movie. And the story about the set is, while these are the actual sets from the film, the movie was not actually filmed out here. It was filmed 50 miles away from here. And Jordan Peele, the director, is a big fan of Universal. He had them take the set apart piece by piece. When they finished filming, the pieces were brought out here on the back of a truck, and it was the entire set was put back. My Fair Lady with Audrey Hepburn filmed out there in '64. Friends used to film out there. That's where they did Gilmore Girls. And
off the tram, now we're heading into Hogsmeade. Took the back entrance apparently. Yeah, it's no train. Well, that concludes the first part of our VIP tour. If you want to watch the second part, definitely subscribe to the channel. It will be out on Thursday, and then we'll actually put these both together and put them on Saturday too, so if you want to watch the whole video together. Not going to spend too much time talking about our final thoughts because we do that in the next video, but just want to say that some of the footage seems a little rushed during the VIP tour. It's just because that's how it felt. The tour guide was basically running from point 1 to point 2. There was very little time to take everything in. I was trying to get as much as I could recorded just to kind of capture the moment and enjoy it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. And ring that notification bell so you get notified when we do at least 3 videos a week. And we'll come and get you all for the next one. Ain't that the truth? Baby Ruth. Bye, everybody.
We just wanted to take a moment to thank you guys for watching this video. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, would you please consider hitting that subscribe button, as it helps us reach a wider audience and helps our channel grow even further. To those of you who are already subscribed to the channel, we just wanted to say a huge thank you for always being there and supporting our channel. We cannot wait to take you guys on our next adventure, so we'll see you guys in the next one.